Every day we face giants. They don't always carry swords or wear armor. Sometimes they appear as fear, doubt, pressure, or pain. They stand in front of us, tall and loud, whispering, "You can't win." But the story of David and Goliath reminds us, size isn't what decides the battle. Faith, courage, and heart do. There was a valley, long ago, where two armies stood on opposite hills. One belonged to the Philistines, the other to Israel. And in the middle, a giant, Goliath. He was over 9 feet tall, covered in bronze from head to toe. Every morning he walked forward and shouted, "Send someone to fight me." For 40 days, no one dared to move, not even the strongest soldiers, because Goliath wasn't just a man. He was the voice of fear. He represented everything that said, "You're not enough." And then came David, a young shepherd sent by his father to bring food to his brothers at the battlefield. He wasn't a soldier. He had no armor. He wasn't tall or trained or experienced. He was just ordinary. But when he heard Goliath's voice, something inside him refused to stay quiet. He saw everyone running from the giant, but he asked a simple question. Why is no one fighting him? That question is where courage begins. Not when we feel strong, but when something inside us says, this can't be how the story ends. David offered to fight Goliath. Everyone laughed. Even the king tried to stop him. "You're just a boy," they said. "He's been a warrior since youth." But David remembered something. He said, "When I kept my father's sheep, I fought lions and bears. And God kept me safe then. He'll keep me safe now." You see, real courage doesn't come from confidence in yourself. It comes from confidence in your purpose. David knew that the same strength that helped him before could help him again, even in a bigger battle. The king gave David his own armor. It was heavy and unfamiliar. David tried walking in it, but he could barely move, so he took it off. He walked to a stream and chose 5 smooth stones. Then he picked up his sling, the same one he had always used as a shepherd. That moment teaches something powerful. You don't need someone else's armor to win your battle. You don't have to look like others, act like others, or fight like others. Sometimes the tools you already have, your voice, your kindness, your persistence, are all you need. When Goliath saw David walking toward him, he laughed. He shouted, "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" David didn't back down. He said, "You come to me with a sword and a spear, but I come to you in the name of the Lord." Then he ran, not away, but straight toward the giant. He took one stone, placed it in his sling, swung it, and released. The stone hit Goliath right in the forehead, and the giant fell, face down. The army went silent. A boy with no armor, no sword, no title, had done what no one else dared to do. That story isn't just history. It's a mirror. Every one of us faces a Goliath at some point. Maybe yours is anxiety. Maybe it's rejection. Maybe it's something inside you saying, "You'll never be enough." Goliaths are loud. They intimidate. They try to convince you that the fight isn't worth it. But just like David, your victory won't come from matching their strength. It'll come from trusting your purpose, using what you already have, and moving forward even when you feel small. Fear feeds on hesitation. The longer you wait, the bigger your Goliath seems. But courage is a muscle. It grows each time you take one small step forward. David didn't wait until he was stronger. He didn't wait for perfect timing. He moved with faith, not fear. He faced something impossible, and that's what made it possible. The truth is, your Goliath isn't there to destroy you. It's there to reveal you, to show you the strength that's been quiet inside you all along. Think about the last time you wanted to give up. When the task looked too hard, when people doubted you, when your own thoughts told you it wasn't worth trying. That's your valley moment. That's where giants show up. But remember, you don't need to be the biggest. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to step forward with what you have. A single stone of effort, a single act of courage, a single belief that says, I can still fight. And sometimes that's enough to make the giant fall. The story of David and Goliath is not about one battle long ago. It's about the battles inside every one of us, between fear and faith, doubt and courage, weakness and purpose. We all carry stones in our hands, small tools, small chances, small beginnings, like David did with what you have right now, because your next small move might be the one that changes everything.